Episode of the Peak Performance Protocol. And of course, I am your host, Devin Lockett. This morning, we did a Peak Performance Neurofeedback session. And I think this is probably the first time for a lot of you guys, because I haven't done a neuro. I've done neuro, I haven't done a neuro show in a little bit. So I feel great. We focused on the motor cortex and the somatosensory band, and let's see if I can tighten up my goggles a little bit, because they were letting a little bit of water in. I can get them nice and snug on my face today. I'm not going to make any promises as to how many laps I'm going to do, because I don't know and I don't care. I had an excellent bodybuilding workout. Shoulders and legs, and leg day always takes a lot out of you, right? Shout out to my homie Philip Butte in New Orleans. It was Philip and his twin brother Patrick who first introduced me to bodybuilding. I was like maybe 13, 14 years old, and took me to the bodybuilding gym on Dalman Road, and I'll never forget it. We did my first bodybuilding workout, and I was bit. I was bit by the bug from day one. Shout out to Raymel Poche. What's up, what's up? I got a lot of bodybuilding partners. I can't really go over everybody. Vaughn, you know what's up? Got a lot of bodybuilding partners. So anyway, let's begin this swim, right? And today's episode is brought to you by Stoicism. All right. Man, that feels great. Swimming is a great follow-up to a weightlifting workout, especially if you break it up with an hour in the sauna, which is what I just did. Whew. I love it. I love feeling taxed. I love feeling exhausted. I love training to exhaustion, exerting myself on a daily basis. I love lying down for a nap while feeling sleepy, tired, and exhausted at the same time. I love it. I love it. And then waking up hungry like a bear. So I hope you guys are following along on the peak performance protocol. You know, I don't just do this for my health. I'm lying. Yes, I do. I do it for my health. So you can see I'm shaping up as time goes on. I want you guys to follow me along on the journey. Shout out to Armin. What's up, Armin Samrao? We were just talking about this over the weekend. He said, why going live with the belly? Hey, man, I want you guys to see me and watch me lose it. I'm relatable. I'm the everyman. I want to be relatable to the common man. I want you guys to see exactly what it takes, okay? Bodybuilding and swimming every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. A 12-mile run every Thursday. And then a mile of swimming on Friday. It may be Saturday, it may be Sunday, depending on how I feel. But by that time, it's all gravy, because the hard part has been done. Shout out to the biometrics team. Lindsay, get well soon. Hope you get over your fever. Nicole, thanks for knocking out those accounts today. Shout out to my clients. Oh, too many to list at this point, and that's a blessing. Oh yes. And thank you guys. Thank all of you for joining. I appreciate it. I see that the viewership is going up, and the revenue, frankly. Remember, you can always shoot us a Cash App BiomedRx, Cash App $, BIOMEDRX, and you can always follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/BiomedRxTV. Remember to hit like, subscribe, comment, rate, share, and all of that good stuff. May you live long enough and remain sexy long enough to be complimented on your looks in words that you don't understand. In new slang that you don't understand. Yes. Whew. That's good. Yes. I guess from my anecdotal, subjective experience, it certainly does feel like my neurofeedback has improved my stamina, and I do seem to access the flow state, the zone, at will, even when I'm exhausted from leg day in the weight room. Let me try to tilt this right. So you get more water and less of the ceiling tile. Sequence 2.
What's that? No. No, I just threw up water a lot.
I've reached a point of increasing returns. There is much more pleasure in my workouts than pain, I have to confess. And that's a place where you want to stay. You don't want to let your body slack and have to play catch up again. It's better to keep yourself relatively lean, relatively tight, relatively buffed. And it's very important to keep the heart in good shape. Keep the ticker ticking. Which brings us back to the pool. Shout out to my Chief Technology Officer, Abubakar Siddiq. Shout out to Pakistani crew. You guys know what to do. Base 44 and blink. Reaching that peaceful state. I forgot how great it feels to work out immediately after neurofeedback. It's good. You feel it all over your body and your mind. It's a very balanced state, very balanced feeling. You know, your head is right, your brain, your neocortex has reestablished its natural balance through EEG biofeedback, and you're pumping oxygenated blood through your brain with vigorous exercise. Nothing beats it. It is a peak performance lifestyle. It's not just peak performance exercise or peak performance neurofeedback. It is a lifestyle. Yeah. Thank you for joining me. What's up, bro? How are you? y'all doing? How's it going? You see the same people every day. Those of us who are committed and dedicated. But I see the same people running on the beach or running up Euclid, but I don't see those same people in the gym. And I see the same people all the time in the weight room, like my homie back here, that I just dapped up. But I don't see those people in the pool, or on the beach, or on the track, or on Euclid. So it feels good. It feels good to be a health buff doing hybrid training. But that's what this is hybrid training. And having other health buff friends in the various disciplines. But none shares all. Try to get my thing in balance here. I'm trying to balance my camera, my phone with the top of the tile behind it. If you're just joining us, yes, this is the Peak Performance Protocol, and I am your host, Devin, Lockett. I love doing that. Very nice.
Yeah, that was the one in Texas.
Music first. You gonna do some swimming today? Done, huh?
One of the things I love most about swimming is it forces you to breathe deeply, get down deep into the lungs, just like running. You find yourself coughing up all of that dark phlegm that shouldn't be there, clearing out your lungs, cleaning off your alveoli. Series 4. Right. Again, it's easy to access the zone. You can turn it on and turn it off when you're on the peak performance protocol. The neurofeedback is my secret weapon, I have to admit. So let's see how it does in this coming 2027 LA Marathon. And hopefully I could convince my cousins in New Orleans to run in the New Orleans Marathon this coming November. Leilani, Elbert, Bobby, Anikiala, Danico. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Everybody. Let's do this in November. Finished my neuro, already finished my weights, already finished an hour in the sauna. I'm about to finish a half mile in the pool. Then I'm gonna go home and finish an entire rotisserie chicken. Maybe slam some mashed potatoes with it. It's all good. Or potato salad, maybe potato salad. Shout out to that new rectangular pizza joint here in Rancho, down the street here in Rancho Cucamonga. I will be checking out that big giant pepperoni monster that I saw on your commercial. I will be by there. Like Arnold said, like the Terminator says, I'll be back. I'll be back, but I haven't gone yet for the first time. But I'll be there. So I guess I should say like Michael Jackson, I'll be there. Definitely. Now, you can see each series is 6 laps. So this is the 5th and the final lap. Puts me at 30 laps. I call it the Dirty 30. It's just about half a mile. 3 more laps, it'll be a half mile. But you know, it's a good workout for after your workout. Oh yeah. All right. You see, this closes out another hour, from 2 to 3. Another hour after a good 2-3 hour workout, an hour in the sauna, and an hour doing laps in the pool. And that is a peak performance workout. Feels really good. Needless to say, I'm experiencing an endorphin high right now. The endorphin buzz. It's magnificent. The last 2 laps. I'm loving it. I don't know, maybe I'll make something different. Maybe I'll make pasta dish. I don't know. I can use a little pasta. It's Monday, so I'm gonna be working out Tuesday, Wednesday, and running on Thursday. So if there was ever a day that I can handle a nice bowl of pasta, I guess it would be the day. That's it, 30 laps. The Dirty 30. This has been the Peak Performance Protocol, and I am your host, Devin Lockett, feeling great, feeling fine, definitely feeling at my peak. And now I'm gonna do a few minutes in the steam room, do some pranayama, breath yoga in the steam room, clear out my lungs and my sinuses and everything. So, like I always say, stay kind, everybody, or learn to be kind. There's not enough kindness in the world, you know. Stay kind. And that goes to you especially, my kids. Stay kind, be kind, strive to be a good person. It's important. It's important to be good. Try to bring good to the world. Don't be evil. Stay kind so that you can stay blessed. How you doing, brother? And make it a point to stay healthy. And I will see you guys on the next live. Peace.